All right, I'm out at a project right now in Morton Grove, Illinois. This is a 2-bedroom addition on a 1950s home. We're in the rough framing stage, which is honestly where a lot of important stuff starts to show up. What's really driving this project isn't just the space, it's planning ahead. The homeowner wants everything that they need to be on the main level of this home. That includes the bedroom, the laundry, the bathroom. So instead of moving, they're making this home work for the long term. Now on paper, that looks simple, but there's a lot of things that we have to figure out to go into a project like this. For example, a 1950s home had way thinner walls than a newer home does. In fact, this house didn't even have walls. It was a full brick house. So right here is one of those issues. We have our furring strips from the old lath and plaster that were on the wall. And we go to a framing wall right here, which is a 2x6 wall, because we have to increase the insulation that goes into this house. It can't just be lath and plaster anymore. Another thing that we have to consider when we're doing a project like this is, for example, this is a full masonry home. So we have a brick veneer on the outside, but this brick is 70 years old and can be really challenging to match, one, but also we have to coordinate the new wall, which is regular conventional framing, and coordinating that can sometimes be really tricky. Because this brick is so old, it's important that we bring out lots of different color samples to make sure that what we're matching is actually going to look good in the sunlight. It's another thing to take a sample of what your brick is to the showroom. You have a sample, it's in the light. It's much better to do this on the job site in the daylight to see what it actually is going to look like so that we can get the perfect match. Another area is our roof rafters. So if you look over here, these roof rafters are 2x6. When we get over here, we get into 2x8s. We have to increase our size as we get into the new room addition. So basically what we're doing is we trim back the roof to a safe termination point. Then we're going to attach a new ridge beam and our new roof. Another thing that's important is how we do our headers. So if you notice here, there's a gap up at the top here. And what that is for is that's for insulation to come into here so that we get a nice thermal break on the inside of the wall. A lot of times you'll find the insulation or plywood stuffed in between here. So this allows for a nice insulation break right at the face, right under the drywall. So we got our window here. You got a clean thermal break. On the floors, we have it to where it's not really secured at the moment. And the reason for that is because we got to put insulation down in here. So this is what we call a slab on grade foundation, where we put a slab, there's no crawl space, and then we put our floor above it, but we leave the plywood loose. And the reason we do that is so that we can pull it, insulate it, get our mechanicals in place, and really make sure everything's good, including our floor vents that have to go in as well. Another detail that's extremely important is matching up our old floor with our new floor. This is hard to do because there was once a brick wall right here, and now there is not. But when we frame this and lay it out, how do you know? Well, we actually make a little hole and make sure. But it's really important. This can be a really big blow to the job is if this is not lined up correctly, because then you'll end up with a transition here, and we really want this to feel like we were never here. All these details are what make a room addition like this feel like it was always part of the home and not just an afterthought.